YW Electric Association of Akron is your touchstone energy cooperative with rebate programs on energy-efficient appliances, water heaters, and more. 2012 and 2013 are your years to upgrade your home. Log on to ywelectric.coop for available rebates. Sending all Washington and Yuma County student-athletes good luck from YW Electric Association. Tune in to KNEC 100.9, 104.7 King FM, or log on to coloradopreps.tv and help YW Electric cheer on your local team. Did you know that 85% of all your experience is through your eyes? Routine eye exams can help you not only see better, but can detect the start of serious health conditions. Eye disease can happen to anyone. Dr. Randy Hurtnicki has served Yuma County for the last 30 years. Pleased to have advanced technology to diagnose and treat a variety of eye disorders, call Yuma Vision at 848-5345 or Ray Vision at 332-4823. Yuma Vision, helping you experience life. Big Tex, a name you can trust to build great trailers. Big Tex, the name behind quality, precise design, and depth of production line. Big Tex, where style does not get lost in the rugged construction of products. Big Tex, made to last, made to perform. Big Tex, with years of experience and Texas pride built into every product. When your Big Tex touch
Welcome back into Akron High School. We are at Holyoke on Tuesday, as it's Akron High School for the Class 2A Region 2 volleyball in the seeding for who goes where at regionals. After this will be match number 2. After match 1, the Akron Rams defeated the Holyoke Dragons in 3 straight sets, 25-14, 25-18, 25-7. Big games out of Ali Vasquez and Sydney Merrill for the Lady Rams, as the Holyoke Dragons got a little bit of a break, and they will have to try to come back and take 3 sets against the Yuma Indians. The Dragons had some pretty good play out of Wieselmeyer and Maddie King, but they were not able to match the firepower of the Akron Rams. The Yuma Indians come in from winning their side of the first part of the tournament, defeating the Haxton Bulldogs and the Sedgwick County Cougars in sweeps of all 3, as we get ready for them here in contest number 2, as the second match will get underway. Already 1 match down as the Akron Rams defeat the Lady Dragons, as I'm Clawson bringing you this Class 2A Region 2 volleyball, or District 2 volleyball. I'm so used to junior college and Region 9, but this is District 2 volleyball, as we'll have match number 2 coming up right after this. I'm Clawson bringing you 2A District 2 volleyball in this big-time small-town media production.
The ground gets tested and warranted. Ready to transport? Big Tex, a name you can trust to build great trailers. Big Tex, the name behind quality, precise design, and depth of production line. Big Tex, where style does not get lost in the rugged construction of products. Big Tex, made to last, made to perform. Big Tex, with years of experience and Texas pride built into every product. When your Big Tex touches the ground, it's tested and warranted, ready to transport the job you have. Get your Big Tex trailer at Sterling Trailers. Call 522-2855.
In 1916, it is estimated that producing 100 bushels of corn took approximately 35 to 40 hours. Today, it is estimated that producing the same 100 bushels takes less than 3. A lot has changed in the last 95 years, but one thing has stayed the same. Farm Credit is still the lender of choice for America's farmers and ranchers. We are passionate about agriculture and are dedicated to serving America in good times and bad. This is Jordan Wilkie in the Yuma Lending Office. Give us a call today to see how we can help you. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending.
Here's a simple math problem. What's 1 plus 1? 2, you say? Not at Bank of Colorado. Here, 1 plus 1 add up to free. Because our personal free checking and personal free collection give you twice as much free. You'll start with free checking, free online banking, free telebank access, free PIN pay, no service fees, and more. And when you add on, you'll get a free savings account, free appraisal with your next mortgage, and more. So if you're into free, apply today to open a new account. And more. So if you're into free, apply today to open a new account by visiting bankofcolorado.com, where 1 plus 1 equals free. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For certified windshield repair and replacement, you already know to call Smart Parts in Sterling. But what about grill guards, running boards, and other truck accessories, such as BW hitches and 3M clear protective coating for any vehicle? Smart Parts has what you're looking for. Ask about the Vortex system, used for sprayed-on truck liners to protect your truck bed from wear and tear while enhancing the beauty of your truck. For these and other services, see Smart Parts at 530 6th Avenue in Sterling or call 522-5399.
Everybody knows that when a great opportunity like an iPhone presents itself, you grab it. Somebody says that he got tickets to the big game and can't go, you grab the tickets. Somebody tells you that you can get an iPhone at a special price, you grab it. And it's true. For a limited time, Viero has iPhones for only $79.99. And we'll even pay your early termination fees up to $200 when you switch to Viero. All that and coverage you can count on. So hurry into Viero today. Your iPhone is here. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Welcome back into Akron High School for Class 2A District 2 Volleyball as the Lady Dragons of Holyoke will be against the Lady Indians of Yuma here in match number 2. In match number 1, we saw the Akron Rams sweep the Lady Dragons of Holyoke 25-14, 25-18, and 25-7, as now the Dragons try to come back and get 3-set win, or get 3 sets off of Yuma to try to get a second place spot, as the teams are getting ready to announce starters, as we will go with the starters from Holyoke, and it will be the libero, number 34, Tia Huffman, number 6, Molly Brandt, number 10, Jacinda Kruger, number 11, Erin Wieselmeyer, number 16, Ashley Humphreys, number 21, Maddie King, and number 25, Lindsay Helgoth, as we will go over the starters for the Lady Indians of Yuma. For the Indians of Yuma, it will be Kiara Meckelberg, which is the libero. Number 3, Logan Hickson. Number 9, Preston Bauke. Number 12, Marina Hansen. Number 13, Tara Traffigan. Number 15, Caitlin Murphy. Number 21, Carly Corey. And we may have a little mix-up in there depending on who gets the serve, as the lineups brought to you by Bob Mollendor and Daryl McCormick, your local Aflac representatives. Get to know quack about Aflac before you get hurt or you get sick. Call 970-522-2309. As we get set for the play of match number 2 between the Yuma Lady Indians and the Holyoke Lady Dragons. Shaking hands at the net, and we get ready, and refs will take their spots, their respective spots, as they'll walk towards the near court and then split off. They kind of do their own little huddle thing. Or, yeah. Yuma coming into this contest from Tuesday, defeating Sedgwick County and Haxton, as they will actually have switched up a little bit of a starting lineup for me, as it'll be Molly Haruff in the starting lineup instead of Caitlin Murphy, because of the set receive. It was interesting. The Lady Indians coached by Megan Martinez, and the Lady Dragons coached by Michelle Wieselmeyer, and it will be Erin Wieselmeyer and the Dragons with the first serve, and Wieselmeyer will go deep back row, set up far side. It will be for Traffigan, and she will pound one down and in for the Lady Indians, as Logan Hickson comes in to serve. Now Hickson with the serve for the Indians, and she will line one deep and out. Makes it 1-1. And back to serve will be Kruger for the Dragons. Kruger will be picked up back row. Set up in the middle. It will be Traffigan once again, and her attack will go wide and out. Makes it 2-1. Kruger with the serve again. He puts one back row, picked up by Meckelberg. Set far side, Hansen be tipped at the net by Murphy and blocked by Maddie King. Down on the Indian side, makes it 3-1. Kruger serves again. Will be picked up back row. Will be set up. Hickson tipped at the net and gets over for a kill for Hickson. As into serve is Caitlin Block, and it'll be go back row and be picked up by the Dragons, tipped over by Humphreys and gets it to fall. Makes it 4-2. As Maddie King will have the serve, will be picked up back row by Madison Powell. And be a free ball and 4 hits by the Indians. Makes it 5-2. King with the serve again. They picked up Powell, set up Hickson. Down the middle, it will be for Hansen. It'll be tipped back over and set across by the Dragons. Shoot far side. Powell will go long on the attack. The head coach of Yuma calling for a tip, but it does not happen as it's 6-2. And the serve from Manny King into the net, 6-3. Back to serve will be Traffigan, a freshman for this Yuma squad. That Traffigan serve picked up by Aaron Bieselmeyer and hit into the stands. Makes it 6-4. Traffigan serve will be picked up back row by Kruger. A free ball by Brandt into the net. Makes it 6-5. Traffigan serving again. Will be dug out back row by Huffman. Set up Humphreys in the middle before Helgoth will be tipped and blocked at the net. Put over by the Dragons. Tip near side will be for Carly Corey. She'll put it across. Be dug out by the Dragons and set across. Corey for the Indians. Big swing blocked at the net. Tipped a free ball over, dug out and across. By the Indians, a free ball by Wieselmeyer. She gets it to fall. Makes it 7-5. Gives the serve to Ashley Humphreys. 7-5 lead for Holyoke. The serve will go back row, picked up by Meckelberg, and be set. And a free ball into the net by Madison Powell. Makes it 8-5. Humphreys still with the serve. Serve picked up back row by Meckelberg. Set far side for Hansen. It'll be tipped at net by Powell. Picked up by the Dragons. A free ball attack from Helgoth is line long and out. Makes it 8-6. Back to serve for the Indians is Hansen. Marina Hansen for the Indians. Back in is Molly Haruff. As it'll be picked up near side, Wieselmeyer set up for Wieselmeyer. Set it across for Meckelberg. Far side will be Powell. Tipped at the net, dug out by Powell. Set by Meckelberg, and a free ball over by the Indians. Dug out by Brandt. Shoot far side for Brandt. She'll free ball over, be dug out. Meckelberg back row. Set in the middle. It will be Corey, and down and in. Carly Corey gets one to fall. There's so many K names for this Lady Indians squad. As it is Hansen with the serve. It will be dug out back row by King, and it'll be an ace for the Lady Indians. 8-8 tied up. As a serve from Hansen will be dug out back row by King. Set up Helgoth, and a free ball over by Brandt. Set up near side. It will be for Hansen. She'll get it across and be a free ball over by the Holyoke Dragons. Shoot far side. Powell, big swing. Dug out by Huffman. Set up King. A free ball attack into the net from Wieselmeyer. Makes it 9-8. The serve from Hansen picked up back row by Maddie King. A free ball attempt over by Wieselmeyer. Dug out back row. Meckelberg shoot in the middle. Off a block is a Corey attack, and she gets the kill. Makes it 10-8. And a timeout taken by the Lady Dragons of Holyoke. You thought that the Dragons were able to maybe come out of that first game and have some success. And they looked at it and said, okay, this is what we need to change. It seemed like they had changed that in the first part of this in the first 18 points before they started trailing. It seemed like they had got things kind of fixed. But Yuma has capitalized on so many errors. The only errors right now that I can see that have affected the Dragons the most are the hitting errors into the net. You don't mind a long attack that goes as an error because you're trying to be aggressive, but the short into the net attacks is what drives coaches crazy. As Marina Hansen will serve coming out of the timeout is 10-8 over the Holyoke Dragons are the Yuma Indians. Near side will be Wieselmeyer. She'll go back row, dug out by Meckelberg. Set up far side for Powell. Soft swing into the block and tipped off and down out of the reach of Huffman. Makes it 11-8. Hansen serve for the Indians. Jump serve. Dug out back row by King. Set up near side. Wieselmeyer will have a flat-footed attack. Dug out Meckelberg. Line drive right into Powell. And a kill will go down for Aaron Wieselmeyer. And the Dragons will get the serve back as it'll go back for Lindsay Helgoth. Helgoth's serve will be picked up back row and be set back across by Hansen. Wieselmeyer will set it back, and it'll be for Meckelberg as she will just miss the dig. Makes it 11-10. Helgoth for the Dragons serving 11-10. The Dragons trail as it will be an ace from the serve of Helgoth off of block. (11-11) as it'll be blocked, dug out back row. Set up, a free ball over by Corey, dug out by Maddie King. Set near side, Brandt, big swing, tipped over the neck, dug out by Meckelberg. Set, it'll be Powell, a free ball attempt over. King set near side, it'll be for Kruger, dug out Meckelberg, off the arm and out. And the Dragons retake the lead at 12-8. (12-11). Helgoth's serve will be tipped by block as she was trying to let that one go, and makes it 13-11 off the ace. A timeout taken by the Lady Indians. Timeouts brought to you by your local Aflac representatives. Bob McCormick is now joined by Bob Mullendor is joined by Daryl McCormick. So get to know Aflac, get to know Quack about Aflac, of course. Call 522-2309 before you get hurt or get sick. I think I'm going to have to do that soon with the winter months approaching and lots of flu bugs flying in the air. Make sure you do that. Make sure you take care of yourself. Don't get sick this winter season. I just want to throw that in for everybody. Everybody listening and watching on ColoradoPreps.tv. As Lindsay Helgoth for the Dragons will have the serve. 13-11, and it will be dug out and back into the radar of Wieselmeyer, and she puts one back down in. Makes it 14-11 as Lindsay Helgoth back to serve again. Helgoth's serve will be dug out by Black. Set up. It'll be for Hansen in the middle. It'll be for Carly Corey. It'll be dug out back row by King, and a free ball set over by Brandt. Hansen, shoot far side, Powell, big swing, blocked at the net, and it is Kruger and Wieselmeyer as it falls down on the Indian side, 15-11. Helgoff with the serve will be picked up back row by Black. By Block, swing, bank side will be for Haruff, and she will go down the line and get the kill. As Tristan Bauke will go in to serve. Bauke with the serve will be picked up near side for Brandt. Set up near side will be Kruger. Pounds one off the block and keeps it on the Indian side. 16-12 here in set number one between the Holyoke Dragons and the Yuma Indians. As Kruger will have the serve, will be set back for Corey. She will hit into the net in a 4-hit violation. And I apologize, it's not Kruger serving, it is Molly Brandt. As she will serve it into the net, makes it 17-13. As Carly Corey back to serve for the Yuma Indians, trailing by 4. Corey's serve will go back row, picked up by Huffman, set up Wieselmeyer, and tipped across by King at the block, and it'll be set far side, and it'll be traffic in with a free ball attack over. Near side will be for King, and she will find the back line on the big attack. Makes it 18-13. As Mecklenburg comes back in. Aaron Wieselmeyer with the serve will be dug out back row. Shoot set, it'll be far side for Hansen. She'll go back row, dug out by Brandt. Be a set across, dug out by the Indians. Set far side. Be Murphy blocked at the net, and a lift call off the block of the Dragons as Logan Hickson comes back in. (14-18). Indians trail to the Dragons. Hickson serve, dug out by Huffman. Humphrey shoot, far side for King. Her attack will go long and out. 18-15. As Opquawansa bringing you Class 2A District 2 volleyball in this big-time small-town media production. Also on ColoradoPreps.tv. Dug out back row by Brandt. Set up, King goes long. Be dug out by Mecklenburg. Set up in the middle, traffic in, tipped across, dug out, King, set up for King, near side, blocked, one arm, free ball over, set up, traffic in middle, blocked at the net, punch back over by traffic in, set up, Humphreys, King goes cross court, long and out. (18-16), 2-point game. Hickson's serve will be long and too long. 19-16, a 3-point lead for the Holyoke Dragons. Serve is Kruger. Be set up, Hickson, far side, will be dug out by Murphy, and be tipped across by the Dragons. Set in the middle, near side, Murphy, big swing, goes wide on the attack on the cross court. Makes it 20-16. As Kruger back to serve once again for the Dragons. We dug out back row, set far side. Murphy, big swing, and she gets the kill on the back line this time. As it'll be Caitlin Block for the Indians to serve. Block serve, a floater back row picked up by Wieselmeyer. Humphreys set for King, rolls off the net cord and catches the line on the near side. Lucky break on the Dragons side as that ball with any more bounce would have been out. So just the right place and the right time as it's 21-17, timeout taken by the Indians. Indians just not having anything fall their way currently. As they get those big attacks, they get a good chance at a big swing. get it blocked, or they just miss-hit and sail it wide. And that's what you, as a coach, you got to say, hey, you got to keep your head in the game right now. And try to, and just play this game like you've played since you were 5 years old. As it'll be Maddie King with the serve. Will be picked up back row by Hanson. Shoot near side. It'll be for Traffigan, and she will go wide of the antenna on her attack. King will be dug out back row. Set up Hickson in the middle for Murphy. Will be dug out by Huffin. Set up Wieselmeyer near side. Brandt goes through and block and be dug out backside by Block. Set over by Hickson. Back into the radar of Brandt, and she puts it down on the back line past a diving Kiera Meckelberg. Makes it 23-17 as Maddie King goes back to serve again. King dug out back row by Block. Set up in a free ball into the net as Meckelberg had nowhere to go with it, and it is set point for the Dragons. King serve picked up back row, set up far side. Before Powell be tipped off the block, dug out by the Dragons, set back across by Humphreys. Set far side by Murphy, set up near for Brandt, and her attack will go long. Makes it 24-18 as Traffican with the serve will be dug out by Brandt. Set up Humphreys for Brandt again. Blocked at the net. Tip back over and be pulled up. Set near side. It'll be down and in. And shoot far side. It will be blocked at the net. Dug out at the net and put back by the Indians. 24-19, the Indians with the serve will be Traffican. Shoot far side. Humphreys will be blocked at the net and down by Marina Hansen off of a Brandt tip. Makes it 24-20. Traffican with the serve will be picked up by Wieselmeyer. Dug out back row. Maddie King blocked at the net and gets it to fall off of Carly Corey. Makes it 25-20 as Holyoke takes the first set. A real barn burner towards the end as Holyoke takes set number one, 25-20. We come back with set number two right after this. I'm Clausen for this 2A District 2 volleyball on this Big Time Small Town Media production.
Everybody knows that when a great opportunity like an iPhone presents itself, you grab it. Somebody says they've got tickets to the big game and can't go, you grab the tickets. Somebody tells you that you can get an iPhone at a special price, you grab it. And it's true. For a limited time, Viero has iPhones for only $79.99. And we'll even pay your early termination fees up to $200 when you switch to Viero. All that and coverage you can count on. So hurry into Viero today. Your iPhone is here. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
With more than 30 years in business, Pro Sports is the only place teams need to go to outfit for this season. A complete supplier of team athletic apparel, teams get their uniforms and equipment at a team discounted price. Outfit your team with Pro Sports, located in downtown Sterling, but a proud supplier to teams from all across Colorado. Pro Sports offering team discounts. Call now, 970-522-8545, and outfit your team today. Pro Sports, your team source.
One of the benefits of being a Premier Farm Credit borrower is having the opportunity to share in the association's profits. Since 2001, Premier has paid out over $26 million in patronage dividends. Call us if you want to be part of a local, member-owned and controlled cooperative that understands agriculture. We offer interest rates competitive in the marketplace, and our board of directors is committed to a patronage dividend program. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending.
You're looking for a used car, but you don't really...
Picked up near side by the Yuma Indians. It'll be popped back over by on a free ball, and it will be Humphreys on a 4-hit violation as Amco Hansa bringing you 2A District 2 volleyball. The Indians start out with the serve, and they get the first point. As will be Logan Hickson with the serve. Be dug out back row by Humphreys and put back over by Wieselmeyer. Blocked at the net, tipped back down by Wieselmeyer as Aaron Wieselmeyer gets the kill. Makes it 1-1. Wieselmeyer with the serve will be picked up back row by Bauke. Set up in the middle. We pounded down and hits the antenna off a dig. And it was Traffigan with the attack as Kaylin Block goes back to serve. And Madison Powell comes in to play front row. Block serve picked up back row by Humphreys. Set up near side for Kruger. Blocked at the net. Dug out by Kruger and over. Set up Hickson near side. Powell's attack goes back row. Picked up by Brandt. Shoot far side. It will be for King, and she will catch the far side corner. Don't know how she got her body around. She was facing the near court and somehow wrapped that ball down to the back corner, as it'll be Kruger with the serve. It'll be dug out back row by Meckelberg. Set up Hickson in the middle for Powell. And a 4-hit violation, Hansen on the hitting error. Makes it 3-2, and Kruger with the serve. Picked up Meckelberg. Set up Hickson backside. Be Traffigan dug out by Brandt. Set up Humphreys for King. Flat-footed attack will go and catch the far corner on the cross court. 4-2 as the Dragons lead. Already lead 1-0. That will be Kruger with the serve. Floats one back row, picked up Meckelberg. Set up Hickson near side. Powell with a running start. Puts one off of Wieselmeyer, and a free ball over by the Dragons. Dug out by Meckelberg. Set up far side. Will be dug out by Wieselmeyer. And free ball attack over. Hickson with the set in the middle, and it'll be for Traffigan down and in. And Traffigan puts one right into off the ground into the head of Molly Brandt, as she will give herself the serve. 4-3 and be set far side. Will be dug out and an attack by Helgoth and misplayed by Block. Makes it 5-3, and back to serve is Maddie King. King serve picked up far side by Hansen. Set up for Traffigan and tipped at the net. And it goes back row, will be dug out by Meckelberg. Set up Hickson near side. It will be for Powell. He tipped and blocked at the net. Tipped back over by the Indians and out near side. Makes it 6-3. Indians just not letting cannot get anything to fall. As Hickson will have the dig out, and it will go out. Makes it 7-6. As Peyton Roth comes in for Kaylin Block, the freshman for the senior. King with a serve, and it'll be picked up back row by Meckelberg. Set up Hickson near side. It'll be for Murphy. It'll be tipped up. Set far side. It'll be dug out by Helgoth and tipped across. Be Roth with a dig and can't get to it. Are the Indians. 8-3 as King will serve one into the net. Coming in to play front row will be Molly Haruff. And back to serve is Marina Hansen. Hansen serve picked up back row by Huffman. Set up Humphreys. Back row attack from King. Tipped up by Hansen. A free ball over by Carly Corey and be dug out, and a free ball over by the Dragons. Set up Corey will flat-footed attack and go long and wide. 9-4. A timeout taken by the Indians. Timeouts brought to you by, and this look at the scoreboard, 9-4, brought to you by your Aflac representatives. Your local Aflac Aflac representatives. Darren McCormick now joins Bob Mollendor. So before you get sick or you get hurt, no quack about Aflac. Give them a call, 970-522-2309. As it's 9-4, Dragons lead over the Yuma Indians. A quick timeout taken by Coach Martinez, and the Indians, they're already back out on the floor and said, okay, eliminate mistakes, let's go. That's what I'd say. As the Dragons take a little more time. And Ashley Humphreys will have the serve for the Lady Dragons. 9-4, Dragons lead. Humphreys with the serve will be picked up back row, set up far side. It will be Powell, a free ball attack over. Dug out by Wieselmeyer. A long attack from Brandt gives the point to the Indians as Tristan Bauke back to serve for the Indians. Bauke with the serve. 9-5 picked up by Wieselmeyer. Set far side on Wieselmeyer on a free ball attack. And we dug out by Hansen. And then a free ball back over by Tristan Bauke. We dug out by Helgoth. Through her hands. Can't be played by King or Huffman. And point will go to the Indians. And a free ball kill over by Bauke. Set up Bauke far side will be blocked at the net off of Wieselmeyer on attack and be back over. Set across, tipped at the net and blocked and off the one-hand punch and out of the Indians. Makes it 10-6. Helgoth will go back to serve for the Dragons. 10-6. They lead. Will be dug out back row by Bauke. Set up Hansen. And a free ball over by Haruff. Near side will be for Brandt. She will not get to the pass too close to the net. And makes it 10-7. Carly Corey back to serve. Corey's serve floated back row and an ace in the near corner. Makes it 10-8. Corey with the serve will be picked up back row by Huffman and tipped across over by Wieselmeyer off the tip of Bauke and catches back line. Makes it 11-8 now as the serve will go over to Molly Brandt and the Holyoke Dragons, leading 1-0 and leading in set number 2, 11-8. As Brandt's serve will be picked up by Hansen, set up near side by Haruff and for Traffican, dug out back row by Brandt. Set far side, King, big swing and down. 12-8. I'm Clausen on this big time small town media production. ColoradoPreps.tv of the Class 2A District 2 volleyball for the seeding. Near side will be for the Indians, and Traffican will pound one off a block and stuffed back down by Wieselmeyer. Makes it 13-8. Winner host, third place, comes to the host, number 2 on the road. He picked up Haruff near side. Traffican will float one over the block, down and in, as it was Humphreys and Huffman going after the attack. Makes it 13-9. Back to serve is Hickson. Hickson's serve will be picked up by King. Set up for King down the middle. Be dug out back row by Mecklenburg. Hickson near side will be for Murphy. He's through 2 blocks and down on the far court on the angle. Makes it 13-10. Dragons still lead over the Indians. Hickson with the serve, and it will be too long and deep. Hickson, not a real tall girl, but had some power behind that serve, as it'll be Aaron Wieselmeyer trying to pinpoint a sideline and can't get it. And gives the serve right back to Kalen Block and the Indians. 14-11, Indians trail. As it serve picked up back row by Huffman, set up for King. Big swing down and in off the roll of the net cord. Makes it 15-11. Serve will go to Kruger. A dugout back row by Block. Set up Hickson near side for Powell. Goes back row, dug out by the Dragons. Set near side, Helgoth will be blocked at the net off the attack. And we have free ball over by Traffican. Humphreys shoot, far set, King, big swing, dug out by Block, hits the rafters and tipped back over by Traffican. Dug out by Wieselmeyer, set up for Helgoth. A big swing and into the net. Makes it 12-15. Back in is Carly Corey, and going back to serve is Tara Traffican. As Traffican's serve will go back row, picked up by Wieselmeyer. A free ball set over by Humphrey, set near side. It will be for Corey, and be dug out back row and over. Corey once again, big swing, dug out by Wieselmeyer. Set up Humphreys, and a two-hit violation on Ashley Humphreys and the Dragons. Makes it a 2-point ball game, 15-13. Traffican with the serve, dug out by Wieselmeyer. Helgoth as Wieselmeyer will free ball over from the back row. Hickson set up for Hansen, will be dug out back row by Wieselmeyer. Shoot far side for King, blocked at the net, and it was Marina Hansen. Makes it 15-14. Serve from Traffican, dug out back row by Wieselmeyer, set far side, and Wieselmeyer will have to free ball it over right back into the radar of the Indians. Set near side, it will be Powell, big swing, blocked at the net, dug out by Huffman, set up Humphreys, far side King, big swing, and missing the dig on a layout is Kalen Block, and gets the kill is Maddie King. Makes it 16-14. King with the serve and puts it into the net. (16-15). Back to serve is Marina Hansen for the Indians. They trail, and she'll hit one into the net. Makes it 17-15. Back-to-back service errors. Ashley Humphreys to serve. We dug out back row by Block. Set up Hansen, and be a free ball over by Powell. Dug out back row by Huffman. Set up Humphreys near side. Will be for Wieselmeyer. Tooled off the block and still gets it in. 18-15. Dragons lead, and lead 1-0. Ashley Humphreys will rifle one long. Makes it 18-16. Into serve will be Tristan Bauke. As Bauke will float one deep, picked up by Huffman. Near the net, and it will be punched over by Humphreys. Dug out back row by Mecklenburg. A set too close to the net and out of the reach of Carly Corey, and a in the net violation by the Dragons has given the serve back to the Indians. Makes it 18-17. Bauke with the serve. Dug out back row by Wieselmeyer. Set up far side. Wieselmeyer will be swinging, be dug out. Bauke set near side. Will be off for Murphy and be dug out by Wieselmeyer and over. Set in the middle where Corey goes long on the attack. Dug out by Humphreys and can't get it. Makes it 18-18. As Bauke will serve again. Bauke with the serve will be picked up by Wieselmeyer. Set up Humphreys. far side for Wieselmeyer. She'll go back row, dug out by Meckelberg. And a free ball over by Murphy, dug out by Huffman. Shoot far side, King, big swing, dug out. Bauke, set near side will be for Murphy again, and she will hit it into the net. 19-18. As the Dragons have the lead by 1. 19-18 as Lindsay Helgoth will serve. Helgoth serve picked up by Murphy. We tipped across over, set far side. We for Brandt, dug out and off the block by Brandt and over on the one-hand punch and out. Makes it 19-19 as the Indians get the serve back. It'll be Carly Corey. Corey and the Indians tie it up at 19 apiece. Set up Wieselmeyer, far side, Kruger. And she will miss hit and still get it to fall in the Bermuda Triangle of who's got it. That'll give the point and serve 20-19 over to the Dragons. It'll be Brandt picked up near side. It'll be tipped over by Traffigan, and she will catch the near side line and evens it up at 20 apiece. Logan Hickson will go back to serve as Hickson will float one deep, picked up by Brandt. Wieselmeyer set. And the back row attack from Humphreys off the block, dug out by Hickson into the net. No one can get to it. And it will fall 21-20. Serve from Wieselmeyer. Hickson set up in the middle. And it will be for Traffigan, and she will put one off a block down and in. Makes it 21-21. Powell in for Bauke, and Block back to serve. Block with the serve will be picked up by Humphreys. Set up Wieselmeyer in the middle for King. Tipped over, be dug out by Hickson. Set up Hanson near side. Traffic in, and she will go long on her attack. Makes it 22-21. As it'll be Kruger with the serve. Dug out Powell near side. It'll be set up Hickson back row for Traffigan. It'll be dug out far side for Maddie King. Blocked at the net. One hand punch over and it will fall out of bounds. Makes it 23-21 and a timeout taken by the Yuma Indians. The Indians, just when they thought that they had something going, the Holyoke Dragons come back and take the lead away and are just 2 points away from the set, as this has been back and forth really just like the 1A side was last night between the Caliche Buffs and the Fleming Wildcats. Wildcats ended up winning a wild one in 5. But here on the 2A side in this District 2, this is just back and forth as Akron just waits and watches. Back to serve will be Kruger. As Kruger will float one too deep and out. Give the serve to Tara Traffigan. Traffigan's serve will be picked up back row by Wieselmeyer. Set up for King, and she goes cross court and out into the bench. 23-23 as Tara Traffigan will try to take the lead and get a set point. Traffigan will be dug out by Huffman. Set up King. Shoot far side for Helgoth, and it'll go off her hands as she almost ran into Humphreys, and it'll be a set point for the Indians. 24-23, a timeout taken by Coach Wieselmeyer and the Holyoke Dragons. Once again, when you take that timeout, you get that chance to give yourself points, as the Indians came down 2 to go up 1. And the serve will be for Tara Traffigan, and the Dragons are going to try to stave off this set point and force extras. That'll be for Traffigan, picked up by Wieselmeyer. Humphreys will send it over, dug out, back row by Blocks, set far side for Hansen, tipped off the block, dug out by Wieselmeyer. A free ball and will not be over, and makes it 25-23, and we have tied this one up at 1 game apiece, as makes it 25-23. Indians win set number 2, tied at 1 apiece. Uncle Onstead bringing you 2A District 2 volleyball on this big time small town media production.
Car dealers. At Erdl Brothers Discount Auto in Sterling, trust is not an issue. At Erdl Brothers Discount Auto, there is no purchase as is. Every vehicle on the lot comes with a complete warranty. For your convenience of shopping, Erdl Brothers Discount Auto is available online anytime at ebautos.com. They understand that not everyone works 9 to 5, so they'll even set up private appointments to work with your schedule. Visit Erdl Brothers Discount Auto, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 9 to 4.
Get your DVD copies of The Adventures Theme live online at BigTimeSmallTown.com. Hi, I'm Ben Blecko, owner, founder, and one of the talents of Big Time Small Town Media. Very glad you're enjoying the broadcast we're bringing to you live online. But don't forget, you can have this broadcast whenever and wherever you want with a purchase of the DVD from Big Time Small Town Media. Go to www.bigtimesmalltown.com. There you can check out all of the games that we've got from any past tournaments. We've been doing this for just more than a year, and Big Time Small Town Media is proud to be more than sports. We're community.
Playing sports takes planning. Our day-to-day lives take planning, but we're not all prepared to plan for all aspects of our lives. That's why we have to rely on people like Joel Nelson at Nelson Financial to help us plan for our retirement. Plan and invest.
Big swing from the Indians and catches the back line as it's Tara Traffigan and gets a 1-0 lead here in set number 3. I'm Kawansa bringing you Class 2A District 2 volleyball. This big time small town media production as they serve from Hickson, dug out by the Dragons. A free ball over, be tipped back over. A free ball from the Dragons will go into the net off of Ashley Humphreys. Makes it 2-0. As Logan Hickson back to serve for the Indians, up 2-0 as they came back and won the set. Humphreys will flip one over, set near side. It'll be in the net. Will go number 12, Marina Hansen. Give the serve over to the Dragons, but the Indians still lead 2-1. Served by Kruger, dug out by Bauke, and it'll be free ball over by Traffigan. Set up near side. It will be King, blocked at the net, dug out by King. Played up by Kruger, and a free ball over by Wieselmeyer. Set near side will be for Hansen. Be dug out by the Dragons. Set up for King. She will float one over the block and get it to fall. And makes it 2-2 as Kruger with the serve again. Be picked up by Bauke, set up far side. It'll be off the tip, and no, it will not, as it is Hansen on the attack, and she goes wide, makes it 3-2, Dragons lead. Kruger with the serve, and her serve will go long. Heads up play by Bauke to just duck and let that one go, as it'll be blocked into serve for the Indians. 3-3, block serve, picked up back row by Brandt, tipped over by Humphreys and blocked at the net by Hansen. Makes it 4-3, and the Indians get the point back and the serve. Block with the serve, be dug out back row by Brandt, set up Humphreys, back row for King. He blocked at the net, and it is Tara Traffigan on the stuff block. Makes it 5-3. Block with the serve again and be dug out back row by Brandt. Set up near side for Helgarth and be Helgoth and blocked at the net. Tara Traffigan once again. And a timeout will be taken by the Lady Dragons. Dragons lead 6-3, or excuse me, the Indians lead 6-3. As timeouts brought to you by your local Aflac representatives, Darren McCormick and Bob Mollendor. Call 522-2309 to know quack about Aflac. As the serve picked up back row, will be dug out. Far side will be set over by the Dragons. Picked up back row by Mecklenburg. It'll be far side for Powell. Be dug out by the Dragons. Tip back across. Be free ball over by Traffigan. She will put it down and off of a Dragon. Can't be dug out. Makes it 7-3. Block with the serve. Dug out back row. And tip back down at the net. Traffigan in her radar once again. And she'll go into the net on a big swing on the return block. Or off the return of the dig. Makes it 7-4. King with the serve. Picked up by Mecklenburg. Set up Hickson in the middle for Hansen. Be tipped up by the Dragons. Before Helgoth. Be dug out back row by Mecklenburg. Far side, we Powell dug out back row on the attack and tipped across over by the Dragons. Hansen shoot, far set over and be tipped at the net and off of a Hansen block and out. Makes it 7-5. Dragons trail the Indians as King serve will go back row for Mecklenburg, close to the net, blocked at the net and tipped down by Molly Brandt. Makes it 7-6, and King still with the serve. The serve from King will be dug out near the net again, and it'll be an ace for Molly Brandt. Brandt with the, Maddie King set near side. It will be for Traffigan. We dug out and tipped out off the dig of Huffman. Back into play front row is Carly Corey. Tara Traffigan back to serve for the Indians. They lead 8-7. A dig out by Huffman and over. Tipped over by Hickson, and a back row player playing the ball higher than the net is Hickson. As Ashley Humphreys will have the serve tied at 8-8 here in set number 3. Tied one set apiece. Hickson will set far side. Will be for Corey. Her attack will go long and out, and the Dragons retake the lead at 9-8. Holyoke Dragons, Yuma Indians tied one set apiece. And it's 9-8 here in set number 3. Will be picked up back row by the Indians. Set up Hansen will send it across. It'll be tipped up. It'll be Carly Corey. Tip back over. A free ball. And back onto the Indian side. And Powell will go long on her attack. Give the point back over for the Akron Rams. 10-8. Humphreys with the serve will be picked up back row by Mecklenburg. Set up far side. Hickson. Corey. Big swing. Blocked at the net. Tipped over by the Indians. Set near side. Brandt and the Dragons on the attack, and Mecklenburg will dig it out, and a free ball over by Carly Corey. Set near side will be for Helgoth and be tipped at the net, off the block into the net Carly Corey cannot dig it out, and a timeout will be taken by the Yuma Indians. 11-8, the Indians trail. They had control early in the contest, and it has been back and forth just 5 points ago, as the Indians have made a couple mistakes defensively. It really hasn't been many offensive mistakes for them, as the Dragons have just had everything fall for them this time in the set. After this match is done, the Yuma Indians will get a break and will take on the Akron Rams. As it'll be Humphreys back to serve for the Holyoke Dragons coming out of the timeout. And the serve will go right into the net for Humphreys, makes it 11-9. Going back to serve is Marina Hansen. Hansen's serve will be picked up back row by Wieselmeyer, set up for Helga. Far side, goes cross court, down and in on the 10-foot line. As that will give the Dragons a 12-9 advantage here in set number 3. It'll be Helgoth with the serve. Picked up back row by Meckelberg. Set up Hansen in the middle for Corey. Blocked and tooled off the net on the far side. 12-10 now, as Tristan Bauke will go back to serve. Caitlin Murphy back in. Bauke's serve will be picked up back row by Huffman. Set up near side, Wieselmeyer for Kruger. Be tipped and blocked at the net and back over on the Dragon side. A free ball over by Wieselmeyer, dug out by Meckelberg. Hansen shoot far side. Murphy blocked at the net, and she will get it to fall on the Dragon side. Makes it 12-11. Bauke with the serve. Picked up back row by Humphreys. And he popped up by Wieselmeyer. A back row free ball from Humphreys goes long and out. Ties it up at 12 apiece as Bauke serves again for the Indians. He picked up and popped up back row by Humphreys. Set near side. Kruger will pound one into the net as she let that ball come down from its peak before she even jumped. As Bauke will put it off the back row of Huffman. Be dug out by Brandt, and a lift ball on Humphreys. Makes it 14-12 Yuma. Bauke still with the serve. He picked up back row by Huffman. Tipped across and over by Wieselmeyer. She gets it to fall on the tip kill. 14-13, and give the serve back for Molly Brandt. Brandt with the serve. Dug out near side for Bauke. Set up Hansen, and it'll be a free ball over by Haruff. Near side, it'll be tipped and out off the net cord by Maddie King. Makes it 15-13. And going back to serve is Carly Corey. Corey with the serve, picked up back row by Huffman, dug out by Wieselmeyer, and set across over by King. Set Hansen, far side Murphy, big swing and into the net. Her attack will be, makes it 15-14. Back to serve, Aaron Wieselmeyer for the Holyoke Dragons. Dug out back row by Bauke, set over by Hurup, and be back over by the Indians. Near side for Maddie King, off the block, and be dug out by Brandt and be tipped out by Brandt. Gives the point to the Indians. And back to serve will be Logan Hickson. 16-14, dug out back row by Brandt. Set up will be Wieselmeyer, and she will go into the net on after she set it. Makes it 17-14. Hickson serve, line drive, picked up by Brandt, and free ball back over on the one-arm dig. Set, traffic in, near side, and throws it down. Makes it 18-14. Indians lead. Hickson will have an ace as he goes right back to Brandt, and a timeout will be taken by the Holyoke Dragons. Dragons going into the last timeout taken by the Indians had a lead. Next thing you know, the Dragons have given up the lead, gave up that lead, and have fallen behind 19-14. Dragons not getting the big hits that they were earlier in the set or even in the first set. As it's set number 3 here in match number 2. I'm Cole Onstead bringing you Class 2A District 2 volleyball. For those watching online on ColoradoPreps.tv on this big time small town media production. As Hicks with the serve again, it'll be picked up by Huffman. It'll be popped off the ceiling and down on the Dragons side. Makes it 20-14. Indians lead. Hickson line drive picked up by Brandt. Set up. Wieselmeyer far side for Kruger, and she'll hit it into the net once again. Makes it 21-14. Her last 2 attacks have been into the net. Hickson with the serve. We an ace off of Huffman, and it's 22-14. Hickson still serving for the Indians. Hickson's serve will be to Brandt, back row, dug out by King, and a free ball over by Wieselmeyer, picked up by Bauke, set up in the middle for traffic in. We go back row, set up Brandt, near side King, big swing, tipped off the block and still gets it to fall. And that's what the Dragons needed to come back into this. Makes it 22-15. As it will be Kruger with the serve, picked up back row, set near side will be for Murphy, dug out by Wieselmeyer. A free ball over by Kruger into the net, her attack. And that is the 3rd time she's hit one into the net. And it looks like Megan Wieselmeyer will come in for Jacinda Kruger. As it's 23-15. And Kaylin Block will go back to serve for the Indians. Block serve, 23-15, will be picked up back row by Brandt, set near side for Helgoth, will be tipped over the net, picked up by the Indians and shot back over by Hansen. Picked up back row, set near side for King. Big swing, dug out by Mecklenburg, and it'll be a free ball over by Traffigan. She will get it to fall and gives set point to the Yuma Indians. 24-15. Block with the serve for the set. It'll be dug out back row, set near side for Helgoth. It'll be dug out by Mecklenburg. It'll be tipped at the net, and into the net goes Hickson. And it'll still be set point. Now it'll be second set point as Maddie King will go back row, picked up by Mecklenburg, set up far side Hickson. Powell, big swing, tipped off the block, down and in as the Yuma Indians will take set number 3, 25-16, and lead 2-1 as Holyoke took set number 1, and Yuma has taken back-to-back sets. We'll come back with set number 4 Right after this, I'm Cole Hunstead bringing you this Class 2A District 2 volleyball on this big time small town media production.
In your best interest, without compromise, at Nelson Playing sports takes planning. Our day-to-day lives take planning, but we're not all prepared to plan for all aspects of our lives. That's why we have to rely on people like Joel Nelson at Nelson Financial to help us plan for our retirement. Plan and invest in your best interest without compromise at Nelson Financial, the only certified financial planner in the area. Joel can't help you out unless you call 970-521-7800. Nelson Financial. Better to plan and not need it than need it and have not planned.
These days, there's no free lunch, no free ride, not even any free time. Well, at Bank of Colorado, we're putting an end to all that because our personal free checking and personal free collection serve up a whole lot of free. You'll start with free checking, free online banking, free telebank access, free PIN pay, and more. Then when you add our personal free collection, you'll get a free savings account, free appraisal with your next mortgage, and more. So if you want to bring back the free, apply today to open a new account. Visit Long Live Free. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Americans love numbers and iPhones. We all know the 7 Dwarves, 4 Seasons, and 12 Days of Christmas. Now, for a limited time, Viera is featuring countless reasons to own an iPhone. With an iPhone, you can take great photos or take a crack at Angry Birds, watch your favorite video, or use it as a watch, find an old school friend on Facebook, or simply browse the web. But what you really ought to find is your nearest Viera store, because for a limited time, you can have an iPhone for only $79.99. Before these great iPhone deals end, get into Viera.
Back in Akron, I'm Cole Honstead bringing you this big-time small-town media production of Class 2A District 2 volleyball as Yuma wins set number 3, 25-16. Holyoke came out and dominated really much of the first part of the